What is up, guys, and welcome to another video review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers movie masterpiece, MPM-09, Jazz. And of course, before we take a look at the figure himself, we first have to take a look at his box. And so I got this in a bundle with my masterpiece Bumblebee and Barricade. So there is no insert, unfortunately, but you do have the production images of him in his Pontiac Solstice mode, as well as his robot mode. Movie masterpiece, got the officially licensed Pontiac logo. Transformers, MPM-09 Jazz, Autobot Jazz, so you use an Autobot, it's 8 digits, 8 and up. Hasbro Transformers on top of the box, Transformers masterpiece. On the you got Jazz again. You got Jazz again. And on the back you have all of the other stuff and the and yeah, that's about it for the box. So let's get this guy out here and see what he's all about. And of course, before we take a look at the figure himself, we must of course take a look at the accessories as well. So first, taking a look at his gun shield, you can see it is just painted in a nice metallic gunmetal gray gold with some I wouldn't really know how to describe the shade of gold, but it's a gold. It can just fold up like that and store on the spoiler. But you have that. You also have the spinal cord attachment piece, which I really like this piece and how it looks. I wish it would focus. There we go. I really like the way that this piece looks. You got some nice it's soft plastic as the build. You got some gold and silver wiring all around, and it's just some nice sculpted detail. And you got the pegs for the robot mode right on there. I don't know if you saw any of the detail that I just showed off, but whatever. This can plug in to the gun. That was a lot harder than I thought it would be. And you just have this kind of like fish kind of thing. I don't really like that. But you have that, and then you also have Sam Witwicky. Now he does just come on a stand. He doesn't come off it, which is fine, but this foot does like to come off. He is holding the Allspark. Just nice. I just wish the jacket was brown instead of the black they went with. Sorry, because his jacket was brown, not black. So that's about it for the accessories on this guy. So let's actually take a look at the details of the figure himself. Now you can see right on there, you got the Pontiac logo picked out in a nice red. You got some black for the grill, some black striping underneath the bumper, and the headlights are just picked out in some nice translucent plastic. Same for the windshields and windows. You got some silver on those rims, some more ventilation painted black on these edges of the car. You got the gas can picked out. You got some red for the taillights, as well as some red translucent plastic. You do have some exhaust pipes picked out in silver on the gray bumper. And then the same details apply on the other side. The top of the figure, the undercarriage of the figure. But my biggest issue with this figure, honestly, is the panel lines. Like you can see right here, all that just doesn't want to completely tab into place. The back doesn't want to completely tab into place. That's all really I have to say about the vehicle mode. So let's get some other figures in here and see how they scale up. And for comparison, let's just move the MPM-09 Jazz off to the side. Here we have him next to the Transformers Legacy United Rescue Bots Universe Chase. Here we have him next to the Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee movie Voyager class Shockwave. And here we have him next to the Cybertronian Generations Megatron. And now getting this guy back into the center, let's get him from looking like this to looking like this. And I have thoughts. So to be clear, I don't hate this guy. He just doesn't like to stand, and that's one of my thoughts, I suppose you could say. But before we take a look at all of the other things about this guy, let's just take a look at the details of him, and you can see that head sculpt is really nice. You got that really nice silver paint job for the head, and that nice clear for the visor, just lifting up that whole section so that way you can see. Actually, I don't know why I pushed that in at all, but that way you can see the eyes are painted, or not painted, they are translucent blue. So we'll just actually leave his head like that, but I think you can see it. Yeah, there you go. You got some nice gold and bronze detailing for the actual shoulders and stuff. You got some silver around those as well. For the torso section, you got some gold and silver up in there. Got the license plate there as well. Some more bronze and gold detailing with the silver on the crotch. The hips have some bronze detailing on those. Some nice silver on those leg pieces. Some nice gold and bronze on the shins. You also have some gold in that a little cavity for the knee joint. You also have some gold on the elbow joint as well. This foot, the foot piece, is made out of die cast. It's not cold right now, but it's made out of die cast. And the back, you got some more of that translucent red plastic that was used for the taillights on there, as well as some more silver details just all over the place. Now, my big problem with this guy is, one, that's annoying. I mean, he's just not solid at all, and that's a huge issue for me. And these also just don't like to stay in place, which is also another huge issue for me. But yeah, it's just like, why make a jazz figure that doesn't like to work? But that's just me, I guess. For articulation, his head is on a swivel. He can look up that far and down that far. It is not on a ball joint. You can move the collar pieces wherever they are on ball joints, I believe so. You can move the arms up that far, but then you screw up the torso and move the collar piece, or you don't move the collar piece. It just depends on where you put it. Do you have a butterfly joint? Can do a little over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. All the fingers are individually articulated at a hinge joint at the base and then at the knuckle. You do not have an ab crunch. You have no swivel. He can, if you bring up the pad, the full splits on there. I would really like for this guy to not do that. That'd be really nice. You do have that far of a knee bend on this guy. He can kick up that far and back that far before the backpack gets in the way. And the feet kind of have a little bit of bend on those. Something I forgot to mention, the spikes on the back, the butt spikes. Right there. I forgot about those. But yeah, so disappointing for this guy, for me personally, but bringing in his shield gun, you just wrap it around the fingies like so, and then he can shoot you He can shoot you real good. That's what you got for that. And then you have a button back here just on right above those butt spikes that allow you to take him in half. So that way you can have 2 pieces of this guy. And I love that you can do this with this toy. Basically, the 2 tabs just go into like little divots in there. And you just want to line it all up properly. So that way you can get it all in there and not untab the backpack. But yeah, that's how this guy looks with his spinal column just ripped out. I really like this detail, and I really like this accessory. I just don't have a Megatron to use it with, so he just plops right back in if you don't untap the backpack. Again, this guy is the most unstable of all the movie bots that I own so far, and that's a problem to me, especially compared to Masterpiece Optimus Prime, but whatever. But that's about it for all the details and features of this guy, so let's get some more figures in here and see how he scales up. And just moving Jazz right along, here we have him next to the Transformers movie masterpiece, Bumblebee. I don't have Jive, but here we have him next to the Fans Toys of Robot Paradise Acoustic Wave. And here we have him next to the Generations Special Ops Jazz. And that's about all I have to say about this figure. Yeah, he's not perfect. He's not great. I would barely even say that he's good. Barely posable for the most part. Floppy joints that could also just be my mileage has varied. The shoulders are too wide, I feel. The shoulder joints also suck. Specifically, like not even like any other joint other than the shoulder. The shoulders cannot support for shit. Paintwork though is great. That is this figure's strongest aspect, is the paintwork, and I'd be remiss to not mention that. So if you like this video and you want to see more, hit the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Here's your second reminder to please leave a like. And until next time, guys, I will see you all in the next review. Peace out.